Hi, everybody. Welcome to Beauty Inside and Out show. I am your host, Bonnie Bonadeo, and I am really excited about my guest today because not only do I have a co-host working with me today, and that is the beautiful Gloria Coppola. She is a health and life coach plus an aromatherapist. She's going to be joining me all month long with some fantastic guests, some international guests like our guest today. And we're going to be sharing with you some of the most intriguing wellness modalities, modules, learning, information all month long for the month of October. So I'm really excited that you'll be joining us. Our guest today is Nelly. Nelly, I'm gonna say your last name and help me out here. Is it Grosjean?
Grosjean, like Americans say, as in Europe we say Grosjean.
Grosjean. Okay, thank you. See, the French accent, because Nelly is here. She's from Paris, although today she's joining us from Milan, Italy, and that's a beautiful background that you have. And Nelly is a 40-plus year aromatherapist and a specialist in this area. And I got to tell you, when I was reading your bio and reading all of the information in regards to aromatherapy, I'm a beginner in this. And the depth of how you understand this natural essential oils and how to make them fit into our lives, I'm fascinated to hear this conversation. So thank you for joining us today.
With great pleasure.
Oh, perfect. Good. Well, Gloria and Nelly do have a relationship. They've known each other. Gloria's worked with Nelly, and I'm as Gloria being my co-host today, I'm really going to let her share this experience that they've had together and open up our conversation, because what we're talking about today is this aromatherapy and essential oil lifestyle that I think that for those of us in America, we might have an understanding of it of, dab a little on your temples if you have a headache, or sniff something if you have a sinus, if your sinuses are acting up. But we're going to talk about it about cooking. We're going to talk about it how to be able to live the most natural lifestyle you can, and how essential oils and aromatherapy play a big role in that. So Gloria, I'm going to hand it over to you to share with us how you and Nelly connected and how you learned about this.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Bonnie, for bringing us both on this show today to share with the world the power behind nature, because that's what this is really about. I got introduced to all this about 30 years ago when I entered the healing arts, and I took 2 years of aromatherapy study thinking that was enough, but it's not. There's so much more. And I know essential oils are just spreading around the world right now, like you said, with people sniffing them and diffusing them and all, but there really is a science and a chemistry behind it. So I went to France. I went to the source recently in August to meet this beautiful woman, and she blew me away. The quality, number one, of what she distills is beyond anything I've ever sniffed before. But I love, love, love that she cooks with them, which she's going to share today. And I've dabbled in that, but sometimes put too much oregano oil in my food. And then it was like overbearing. But, what the world doesn't realize, like you were saying, there's so many companies now coming out with essential oils. They don't realize what really goes into creating them, like this woman does, because she distills them. They don't even know all that can be done to combine them. She makes medicinals, and her background as a naturopath just heightens everything she does to a whole new level. So Nelly and I got to play for a little while this past August, but we're going to play again next year when we bring a group of people to her facility. So we're excited about teaching them.
Yes.
Yes.
Is this your trip to France that you've been promoting?
This is the trip to France next June. So we are going to meet Nelly and learn from Nelly and eat her amazing raw food, which I'm still salivating over from August. So Nelly, you were one of the delights in my trip. You really were. I love meeting you. Your heart is tremendous and huge. And I am so excited today to hear more of, really first, what got you involved in aromatherapy? Like, how did you start, experimenting with all this?
I think I've been dropped in the magic potion when I was a child. My parents opened one of the first health farm 60 years ago. And
Okay.
so I become, of course, vegetarian at that time and making yoga and using essential oils because my father was an asthmatic guy.
Okay, so this really is in your blood. This is not something you just dabble in once in a while. It's in your blood.
You
And you
know,
actually have gardens of all these herbs and flowers and everything that you work with, right?
absolutely, because at that time I am, I think, one of the only one growing aromatic plants in an organic way and distilling them, formulating them, selling them, proposing them. I write books as well, and more than 20 books about aromatherapy. And recently, I opened a pure detox farm in Switzerland.
Mm.
Hmm.
Wow. We're going to have to go to Switzerland too
Yes,
and do some
absolutely.
detox.
Yeah, that's perfect. Nelly, what has been the biggest impact in having, for us to have an understanding of essential oils? How does that impact our lives?
It did not impact my life. This is my life. I think my
Mm.
essential oils are, so I will show you how I take them because this is my magic potion. I put 1 drop here and I drink them, and also we spray them, and I give you a scent of aroma cocoon and matsu, and just to enhance your energy at that time. And I live with them. They are part of me, and we use essential oils to treat and help people as well. We put them in the kitchen, in the raw food, because I'm a raw food vegan, and more than that for more than 40 years. And yes, they are normal part of my life.
Yeah. How do we incorporate them into being somewhat a part of our life?
It's so easy because there is many ways to use essential oils, but the first one is to breathe because the first function of the organism is to breathe. No breathing, no life. So you
Hmm.
can make yoga or tai chi or qigong or zazen or any kind of breathing exercise. This is a number one nutrition of the body
Mm.
before essential oils. And the first way to absorb all the fantastic properties of essential oils is to breathe them. And it's so easy when you spray around you like this, and you feel all the different properties and energy of the mix of synergy of essential oils that you use. Can be to relax or to enhance your energy or to balance all your system or to help for digestion.
Yeah.
This is one way. And the second way, we use them as you all know in USA, using them and treating people with essential oils, but mainly in massage, of course. But what I do, and more than that, I make them drink. For that purpose, this is an obligation to have organic, certified, bio-certified essential oils coming from a place that you know. If not, you cannot drink them, of course.
Yes, I mean, I think that there's probably a lot of companies out there that are producing essential oils, but to what degree are they truly natural and organic is questionable.
There is not a lot of companies in the world producing essential oils. There is a lot of farms in different countries in the world producing 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 plants. And there are some people harvesting, collecting, and selling them. Of course, we do not know the quality of those. And what is what is very important is, first of all, to be sure that they are bio-certified organic by the different European or worldwide cahier des charges, how to say, logo and
Mm-hmm.
how to say, like EcoCert or Bio or AB. We have all this. Where do I see that? Here. All this logo, which give you the the security is that they are really bio certified organic.
Okay.
Quality control.
At that time, you can use them in the kitchen, in the cooking, in the raw cooking, in the raw food, and to enhance and to absorb all the properties of the different essential oils. So there are three main ways to use essential oils. Another one is to use them as well in your beauty product, which is possible, and you can make all your own mix. And I give a lot of recipe. You can see them on Facebook and on different social media, and of course, as well, we use hydrosol, which is a first floral water coming from the distillation, and which can be used as a drink or as lotion for the skin.
Yeah, because I know a lot of times I've seen that they caution you to be using them directly on your skin and or internally. What makes those ones different?
The big difference, and there is a London School of Aromatherapy starting 45 years ago, who just proposed to use essential oils to make massage oils. And
right.
at that time, I started to propose therapy, the real therapy with essential oils, and to treat, to help people to avoid, prevent, or cure some disease or problems or illnesses, which are possible to do with essential oils. But they have to be totally natural, of course, made with love, which is another point. And we are very concerned, and certified organic. At that time, you can pretend and you can be sure to have the result that you can expect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is a big difference. But if you put some apple essential oils, which is not existing in a natural way, in an aroma diffuser, you will not have the properties of essential oils of apple because it doesn't exist. And still, a lot of companies are selling products which are aromas with a nice smell, a nice scent, that you can use for perfumes or for incense or for perfuming or changing the atmosphere of your home, but they are not essential. This is a big difference. And 25 years ago, I opened the first aromatherapy school that I call the Aromatherapy Naturally. I opened in Tokyo. And nowadays, and as I just arrived from China, we will open a nice museum in Beijing, Peking, China, with an aromatherapy school as well, with my way, treating people, using as well the cure detox and all the raw food and the breathing which are surrounding essential oils all the time.
Wow, that's so fascinating. I love that, and it sounds like you are the guru of this. Gloria, I'm curious, what was kind of that big learning curve for you? Because you're very adept to a lot of wellness modalities and aromatherapy in general. So when you met Nelly and experienced what she had to offer, how was that different for you from what you knew?
Thank you. First of all, congratulations, Nelly, on all the new things happening for you and spreading your knowledge around the world. I'm excited for that. When I visited Nelly, I don't know how many people travel out there and have like digestive issues and all. And while I use oils, she had a hydrosol and a digestive oil that she gave me. And the hydrosol, as she mentioned, you can ingest, okay? Because there is cautions about the oils. And then she gave me the digestive, concentrated essential oil to rub on my belly. And I know when I travel, it is so challenging, to do what you have to do in the bathroom. And her blends, I have found, because I got a few different things from her, the quality exceeds anything I have purchased before anywhere, okay? So whether it's been through a lot of the resources I have around the world, a lot of them, cut things down in different ways. But with her background, her naturopathic background, her aromatherapy background, her love, which is part of the ingredient, I just felt immediate things happening in my body that I didn't see with other formulas I've used before. So for me, knowing quality, obviously the quality control is number one. You don't always find that available. And so finding it available here with her, and you can go to her website and order these things. She does have a website. I can honestly say the difference just reinforced what I knew in my head, but don't always have access to. So I was grateful for her helping me with that digestive issue.
Oh, and I think digestive issues are a big issue going on right now. So Nelly, you had said, and we're going to take a break here in just a couple of minutes, but you had said that there was 3 main uses with essential oils. And one of them was kind of topical or massage, beauty products. The other one, cooking and drinking or literally ingesting.
I think the first one is to, I repeat, and like a resume, the first one is to spray, like I do.
So breathing.
Going up to USA. And the second is to rub on your skin, but only some essential oils. And we can talk about different type of essential oils that you can put on your skin, and some you can never put on your skin.
Okay.
I'm training and I'm a coach for world champion, double world champion of Red Adventure, and they use essential oils every day, every morning before training, before the race, after the race, as it is amazingly an amazing improvement for their recuperation and for continuing to make them winners.
Oh, perfect.
For example.
Good. Well,
and we can be the winner of ourselves as well.
Yeah, I want to hear more of this, but we're going to take a quick break here. And then when we come back, I want to hear about the depth of them. I want to hear about the, how you said that some of them we can put on us, some of them we should not. And I think that, just to give our listeners a little bit more direction so they're ordering the right items from you as well. So stand by, everybody. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with Nelly, the amazing aromatherapist, and our co-host, Gloria Coppola, who is a life and wellness coach. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Beauty Inside and Out. My guest is Nelly Grosjean, and she is the heir of the family tradition of natural medicine. And for more than 30 years, she's chosen her love for plants and her passion for essential oils to bring this naturopathic specialty to people, not only to live a more natural life, but also for some healing benefits that we're going to talk about in this segment here. So thank you so much for joining us. And then my co-host, Gloria Coppola, she is a health and life coach and as well as an aromatherapist specialist. And these two ladies had an opportunity to spend some time together in France, which is where Nelly is from. And Nelly is currently on her way back to France, but had a stopover in Milan. So our opportunity to be able to connect with you has been so far wonderful. Thank you so much for making this work. And Gloria, I'm going to send it back over to you in this segment because I'm really interested in some of the learning pieces that you had in regards to how to cook with essential oils. And I never even thought about that. I mean, it makes sense, right? They're herbs, they're plants. I mean, we're naturally doing this, but I don't think I put 2 and 2 together of essential oils and cooking.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. They are herbs. You got rosemary and thyme and oregano and all these wonderful herbs that we cook with dried. Now imagine getting them in an oil form, but you got to be careful. And Nelly will tell us about that. And using them in your cooking and how it's going to just burst your flavors. So Nelly, when I got to eat at your raw cafe, which was amazing too, gosh, talk about foods bursting in your mouth with flavor. Can you share with us how you do use some of those oils in cooking and what are some of your little tips to make the flavors?
Yeah, I'm not sure. They are secrets. No. I'm very...
Just one.
Okay, a little. We want to hear a little secret to entice us here.
For example, so I'm a fan of raw food, and we use a lot of in summer because that was summer when Gloria came, and I think we have some tomato, my favorite salad in summer: tomato, zucchini, pepperoni, and what with essential oils of basil. Of course, we can use fresh basil, one of the different fresh basil, but as well, we can use some drops of essential oils. And the general way use is to put 1 drop for a salad of 4 persons, for example. If you want to have a taste of Provence, a taste and a taste of Provence in your wonderful tomato salad, because you live in the south, eh bien, you add 1 drop of basil essential oil and in your olive oil. Or you can put 1 drop of tarragon if you make some cabbage raw salad. Or you can put some coriander if you make some carrots or celery. And this is one easy way to use essential oils in the cooking. And we also can prepare, like in 1 bottle of 500 ml, half a liter of olive oil, you put 20 to 30 drops of basil or tarragon or cumin or caraway or what do I miss? Like tarragon and basil are the favorite, and with coriander as well. You don't mix them because you want to have in your kitchen everything different, and on the side, because depends on the vegetables that you will use and the salad that you prepare, you don't want to have a mix of everything. And this is a possibility. When you make a smoothie or carrot juice, it's boring to have always carrot juice, and carrot juice. And so you add some lemon or curcuma or ginger, and you can add 1 drop of geranium or basil or thyme or rosemary, just to give and click and enhance the power of your raw juice. This is an easy way to start with essential oil and to get all the, it will make bubble in your cells. It's like the concentration of so huge quantity of essential oil, of plants, that you will have this concentrate just going again in your cells and make like bubble in your cells. It's like an electromagnetic something, and when you push and your one essential oil touch your body, can be by the tongue or by the skin or by the nose, and you just click everywhere and push all the other cells. That's why we say that all the essential oils are very revitalizing. I speak Spanish, Italian, and English at the same day. So.
You are doing fantastic, yes. So is that the difference than me just throwing fresh basil in my smoothie or in my cooking? Is that the difference? Is the essential oil has a depth to it that goes directly into your body and your cells?
Yes, but as soon as you have, each time you can have fresh basil, of course you can use it, but not in all the countries in the world. We don't have basil all year long. And plus, if you make a cure, for example, we know that basil and marjoram are the 2 essential oils, very fantastic against depression, bad ideas and doubts and fears, and they improve your nervous system perfectly. So you cannot have the 1 kilo of basil, fresh basil every day, but you can have 1 drop 3 times a day. This is the easier way.
Yes. Okay.
And it's so easy. You know, they are in small bottles. You use them so easy. You can go with all your pharmacy to be in very great shape everywhere in the world. And you have 100 grams, 10 bottles to do everything, quite everything.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I could never eat enough to be able to get the nutrients that a few drops can do.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly the big difference. high concentration of active principles is tremendously happy to come in your cells.
Mm-hmm. I like that. It's a cell rejuvenator.
Absolutely. I say also a booster of energy booster, because most of the essential oils give a lot of energy, reinforce the human system, will help to erase as well some tricks, some crick crack for all the people with too much milk and milky product, and they have a tendency to have pain in the articulation and to have kidneys which are not working correctly, and they don't drink enough. So we have, for example, juniper and wintergreen and some other savory. And you have the people with blood circulation, they will be helped by sage and artemisia and cypress. And one of the magic one is geranium and rosemary, to help and slim, to help make function correctly your liver and gallbladder. And this is wonderful effect in a so small time. In 3 or 4 weeks of raw food, with one big glass of veggie juice before lunch and dinner, and some essential oils 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times a day, and some what I call the friction. Friction is the way you put 20 drops on your hand like this, and you rub on your solar plexus, on the neck, spine, and sole of feet, and at that time you get all the power and the wonderful properties of essential oils.
Perfect. Now, I know that you talked about being vegan and having a raw diet. What about if you're cooking with essential oils? Does the heat of cooking diminish the value?
A little bit. So instead to make 1 drop for a meal of 4 person, and when you cook, you have to put 4 drops because 1 will evaporate, 1 will stay around the pan, and to get the real sense. Of course, a lot of people are making a vapor cooking now. You cook on vapor, so you can put the essential oils on the water. And for example, if you make a chicken or a fish with tarragon in the water, you will have your fish or your chicken with a taste of tarragon.
Oh, I see. So then it's infusing it.
Absolutely.
Into cooking.
In the new gastronomy, in fact, to use essential oils in the cooking.
Yeah. Perfect. Good. Now, I know you have a website, and I'm sure we're going to get to a lot of that in our next segment as well. But is there a way to guide people? I know that you train and you're the expert in this field, but if I was just going to go online and buy some essential oils, is there a way that your website guides me to what I should or should not be getting?
Absolutely. Because there is I have this type of problem to solve. What should I take? And there is like all the blood circulation problem, or digestion, or lack of energy, or depression, or slimming program, or enhancing your energy, or concentration for your mind and for elder people.
What about itching and irritation? I seem to be going through that right now, like my skin, hands, forehead, neck. I'm itchy. Help me out, Nelly.
Do you know that in the normal food that you have, there is more than 5 kilos of pure chemical product that you eat per year? And this is so much. And a lot of itching and dermatosis are coming from the excess. It's not an excess, it's an enormous quantity of chemicals in the food.
I know.
Look at the labels.
Oh, it's horrible here. I mean, we're really in a huge I'm going to say for those of us that are becoming more aware, a huge predicament of the amount of chemicals that are in our food here, including those supposed organic ones. You know, I mean, even just buying fruits and vegetables, we don't know the depth of chemicals we're ingesting. And I know I am sensitive to that. And so I'm trying to refine that, go more raw, go more organic and stuff like that. But it is a process.
I think this is quite an obligation if you want to stay alive and stay in good shape. We do not have any more the choice. We cannot continue to eat so many chemicals in the food. We need to have a live food, so more raw, of course. And this is more economic. You eat less, your nutrition is much better, much higher, and you don't take all these doses, enormous dose of chemicals.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Gloria, what did you have to say about this raw?
Well, when I was visiting Nelly, and I've done raw in the past, but she inspired me to go raw again. And
wonderful, Gloria.
Yes, thank you so much. Because again, the flavors that come out in raw food, most people do not realize what food is supposed to taste like because of the processing, because of the chemicals. And every time I go to Europe, food doesn't bother me like it does in the US. But when I was at the oldest aromatherapy museum in France, right, and your raw cafe, I got home, Nelly, and I decided to just start with 21 days of raw. And I felt like phenomenal. The energy soared, my joints, pains, and I eat good. I mean, I'm mostly vegetarian to begin with, but I saw even the improvement going raw organic and doing, whether it was juicing and making all these fun recipes. Because a lot of people, Bonnie, think raw means, oh, I got to eat a celery stick or a piece of broccoli or a carrot. And that's not just it. There's so many foods that you can create from it that are just luxurious to the palate. And you have books on those too, don't you, Nelly?
Yes. And I'm looking for a publisher in USA.
I know one.
May I say that?
Yeah, Gloria's got a good publisher to support you there.
Because I wrote these 2 books about cure detox, why we should eat more raw, and specifically at least a minimum of 3 or 4 times a year to make a cure with more raw food and feel the difference. And I said to all people, start to make it for 3 weeks, do it properly, and see the difference. And after your choice, you make your choice. And the difference is enormous.
And I lost 5 pounds.
I can see that on your face, Gloria. I can see that also. You're gorgeous now. You were a little swollen. You are not anymore.
And here's the thing. I went to the doctor's yesterday just for a checkup. And he looked at, my weight and stuff. He knows I don't like to take meds. He says to me, you're still not taking medications. And I said, no, not chemical ones. He says, what have you been doing? I said, I went on a raw food diet. And he's kind of a little chunky, needs to lose some weight and get healthier himself. And he said, I want to know everything you're doing. Come back and tell me more.
Wonderful.
I like the idea now. See, that makes sense to me when you were talking, Gloria, that, we think a raw diet is eating a carrot or a piece of celery or, turning zucchini into spaghetti and adding pesto, right? But I think I totally get it with the essential oils and raw to add more flavor, to bring the life out in it versus trying to just figure out what flavors and tastes happen from a raw.
We make so fantastic. This is like a gastronomy. We make the 5 stars preparation for lunch or dinner, and all the time. And we make dessert like exceptional with raw chocolate and raw and dried fruit and raw cacao, and have next time and next year maybe I told you about something new I am adapting on the essential oil.
Oh, that is fantastic. So I am on your website right now, and I love the way that it's kind of set up. I mean, even though it's in French, and I obviously can't read most of it, but I like the way it's set up. How you have it like, do you want to relax? Do you want to detox? Do you need respiration or digestion? And then it kind of guides you into what items are going to be best suited for that. So it's fantastic.
Yeah, but they are in English as well. You can go on the English way, huh?
There's a place I can go to. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Yep. I can click on English. There. Got it. Perfect. Now, where do you live in France?
I live in the south of France, in the middle of a lavender field.
Oh.
A place to make you dream, Bernie. Yes.
And Gloria, is this where you're doing your retreat?
Yes, we're actually going to be in the south of France, and the lavender fields will be in bloom in June. That's why we're going in June. I didn't get to see them when I was there. I saw little end pieces of it, so we're excited. And her sister is the host at the Hamlet, the 400-year-old stone Hamlet, which is a beautiful location. And she's also a naturopath and doctor and aromatherapist. So we're surrounded by all of this genius out there. And we are going to go to the lavender fields. So we're actually going to do watercolor painting classes there too.
Oh. Even we will show you the distillation live. Huh?
Right.
I am committed. I am committed now.
Yay!
I've always wanted to go to the south. I've always wanted to go to the south of France. I feel like I need to have a better understanding of this. Of course, I want to meet Nelly live and in person, but I am committed. So we'll make sure that we continue to keep sharing this opportunity with everybody as well. Because I understand. So you're a naturopath. You're an aromatherapist. You are producing these fields of plants and then turning them, distilling them into essential oils, and then training people all over the world of how to be able to live a better and more natural, cleaner life.
Absolutely. And I think I'm a very good example of what we can do, and with a normal energy, with essential oils and raw food. And I continue to make a lot of sports. I have been a sportive all my life. I work a lot. I'm always a lot of dreams in advance that I put in action. And I'm a good healer as well. And I train a lot of people. And very soon we'll be in Canary Island and in China. I will be in Taiwan next week and in Japan again. And all over the world, more in Asia. And because it's warmer at that time, and people are really demanding a lot about how to be in better shape.
Yeah, good. We're going to take another quick break here, and when we come back, I want to make sure that we mention your website and how people can at least start introducing themselves to some of these fabulous products and training that you put together. So stay with us, everybody. Thank you for joining us, of course, on Beauty Inside and Out. And you can always find me on Facebook at Beauty Inside and Out Show. And then, of course, on Voice America at beautyinsideandoutshow.com. So stay with us. We're going to take a quick break. Hi, everybody. We are back, and I am here with Nelly Grosjean. She is in Milan, Italy, but originally from the south of France. This is where she has her farm, her essential oils, her distilling, her trainings, her raw food cafe, everything that we've discussed in these last two segments. Gloria has had the privilege and honor of being able to work with Nelly in regards to her specialty of essential oils and aromatherapy. And Gloria, you've put together a package now where we can all go to France and meet Nelly and eat some of her beautiful food and experience her gardens and her essential oils. So tell us a little bit about that, and then let's have Nelly share with us where we can find out more about what she's doing as well.
Absolutely. Well, Nelly's been talking about the different ways that you can use oils. So this package includes not only visiting her, but using her oils along the way, because the hamlet that we're going to stay at, that her sister and brother-in-law run, we're going to do cooking classes there. And we're going to be dropping some of those essential oils in that food, and it's raw foods. So they're going to get to experience that and the use of the oils. And then there's a Le Petit Spa at the Hamlet, which means you get some spa treatments, and we will be diffusing those oils like in the sauna. And I'm going to be gifting little mini massages. So we'll be using her oil. So people will get to experience those. And like we mentioned a little bit earlier, the distilling process is what this lady does. And because we will be there in the month of June when all the lavender is in bloom, and oh my God, you guys have to smell this, I'm telling you. France, the south of France, when I was there, every morning when I would sit outside having my French press coffee and my pain de chocolat, I was smelling aromas everywhere that we don't normally smell here in the US, you know? And so I could smell the sage in the garden and the rosemary and the pines and everything. And so it's a sensational package we have put together for everybody.
Oh, I love this.
So yes, so Nelly is going to do a private little class for us, which she doesn't do for everybody, but we've adopted each other like sisters, so I feel really blessed.
Yes, I will do for you and for your guests.
Oh, nice.
So tell us more what you're going to share, you know, how you're going to share some things about the distilling process and what that encompasses.
Will be a cooking class and a raw food cooking class. It will be a distillation moment. We will make and harvest some lavender in the garden. I can show you this, and also to recognize the different plants and what else, and maybe a time in aroma cocoon and to use and to test.
Ooh, aroma cocoon.
Like a game. Yes, you didn't have time to go there. No. Aroma cocoon is a place, like a Zen place, Japanese style, where we make breathing and massage in clay rooms. Rooms which are in clay. So just to clean and all your body, and after we spray some essential oils, depends of the energies that you want, or what are your needs at that time.
Sign me up.
Yes, you will be the first one, Gloria.
So Nelly, I have a question.
Yeah.
There's so many different types of lavender blends and lavender scents out there. When I smelled yours, it was like a vibration that was so much higher. Can you explain to our audience why there's so many different types of lavender oils out there?
I think there is so many different varieties, but there is something I think I put automatically in all my oils. First, I work with crystals for a long time and with sounds. My essential oils everywhere sleep with music and with quartz. And I am a good healer as well. And I use also some codes. I make quantic aromatherapy more now. And this is quite new, 2 or 3 years only. And that's why I think all the healers and people who are sensitive come back to my essential oils, because they know there is a big difference.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, so you just put your magic in them.
Your question, Gloria?
Yes, I love that.
That is so interesting. So you really see these plants and their benefits as this life force in itself and how it supports our life force.
Absolutely. That's a normal aromatherapy. That's the effect of normal plants and concentrate, which are essential oils, and hydrosol as well. And more than that, the power or the intention and the way you do and you distill and you make all the process of it to obtain the essential oils, and the way you make also the synergy will have an effect, of course, on the result. And on the power, I could say that, on the abundant power that are surrounding the essential oils, coming with essential oils.
So so really being the expert in this, there's just so much more depth to it that we can learn in how to be one with our environment and one with nature, and how it does support us and the benefits of it. Because I mean, there are believers out there that when they use essential oils, they truly believe they're making a positive impact in their life and helping them to heal and to feel better, from anxiety to, to all kinds of minor ailments.
Constipation, pain, depression, a lot of problems can be solved in a so small time, in weeks only, and
Wow.
with no side effects.
Right.
As soon as you use them properly and you respect what you have to take. If you take a total amount of one bottle, this is not what you have to do. But as soon as we respect and we use them properly, they are absolutely fantastic. They are champion for our life. And
what were the ones you were doing some on your hand and then actually licking them? What was that one you were doing?
This one is called Rue. This is for kidneys, because I just drove 7 hours from this morning in Provence to get in Milano for another appointment, and so I was driving a lot without stopping, almost not, and so I use this Rue because it's very good for my kidneys.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
And I have another one which is called APH, which is enhancing the adrenal system, and it just avoid me to sleep, and it just replace 3 coffee and 4 Coca-Cola. Pardon, I should not make a publicity for the bad ones.
Especially because you're doing all this traveling, that these essential oils can help kind of create that direction that you need. If I need to sleep and I'm in a different time zone, I need to.
Absolutely. I have some other one which just help to sleep and relax, or when I will make my yoga tonight and breathing time, and I will use something with chamomile and lavender and marjoram and that I call harmony, because I give them new beautiful names, and that's important as well.
Yeah, perfect. So, Nelly, will you tell us about then the website you want our listeners to go to find out more about you? And then, Gloria, then I'll have you share this trip to France a little bit more, the dates and how people can sign up. So, Nelly, where do we find all this amazing information you have for us?
This most amazing information on my main website called nellygrosjean.com. So my name. We have a lot on Facebook as well, and Instagram, and always on Nelly Grosjean. And there is some on Musée des Arômes. From this main website, you can go to Musée des Arômes in Provence. You can go to Cure Detox in Switzerland. You can go with me in China for the new museum and school that we do. You can, and there is a scoop. I have a scoop for you. And because next year, I make the first raw food festival in Provence.
Oh, very nice.
Even Gloria does not know it right now. And before this, there is one called Envision in Costa Rica, and we will be a part of this Costa Rica. It's already 7 years that they make the raw food festival with essential oils and with plants from the Amazon, and of course music, fruit, and a lot of healers coming there. And we will do the same and much more in Provence the 2 first week of July.
Of July in Costa Rica, or no? That's the one that's going to be in Provence.
And in Costa Rica, this is the first week of February, and I will be there as well.
Oh, nice!
Because I am the #1 invited guest there, and to speak about essential oil.
Oh, that's fantastic. So it's www.nelly, Nellly, Grosjean, which is GROJEAN.com. So Nelly Grosjean. I'm gonna say it American.
No, you forgot the S. GROSJEAN.
GEAN. Okay, GROSGJ. S. Okay, perfect. And I'll make sure that I post that as well, so that all of our listeners can go directly to that website. Perfect. You've been amazing. Gloria, tell us a little bit then about this trip to France that I'm going to be joining you on.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, Nelly, thank you so much. And I think I might have to come and see you in Costa Rica.
I think so.
So,
It's very close for you, huh?
yes, yes, much closer. So France is an inspired retreat to get people back in harmony, as we were talking, the synergy of life force, of everything that the earth has for us, because we have disconnected so far from it in our busy, busy lives and behind computers and cell phones. And I'm really an advocate for, bringing in that vibration, that frequency that Nelly is talking about, and experiencing it to another level that many people have never even experienced. So from all the different things that Nelly's going to bring and other guests that we have that are contributing different stuff for us, we're going to go on a tour of Provence with a combination of doing some things at the Hamlet to embrace you in Le Petit Spa, and cooking classes, and visiting Nelly at her museum and the distillery and the raw food cafe. And this is going to be from June 20th to the 30th of next year of 2019. And all the details are on my website. So I invite all of you that want to, come with us, but we can't take everybody. So see, that's the
Gloria, you have to stay one day more.
One day, I'll stay more than one day. Are you kidding? I want to live there.
Because
So
the first of July, this is my birthday, and this is the beginning of the Raw Food Festival in Provence.
Well, you know what? I will tell people that they should book an extra day or two to stay with us in France, so we could do that.
Absolutely.
So I take small, intimate groups, and the reason I do that, Bonnie, is because I really want people to have an experience. I don't do trips. Like a lot of people say, oh, well, I can get the trip cheaper. You don't get the cultural experiences and all these beautiful people that have their talents and gifts to offer on a trip. So this experience is not only cultural, it is earth-based, it is in harmony with that, and it is going to be so much fun. So anybody that's interested can go to my website, which is my name, Gloria Coppola, COPP as in Paul, OLA.com/France. And all the details are on there, so they can message me if they want to sign up.
So we get to meet Nelly, we get to cook, we get to get massages, we get to walk through your farm and your distillery and eat raw food. I don't know who doesn't want to do this. So I think it's a great idea. I'm in. Can I bring my fiance?
Yes, couples are welcome.
Okay, perfect, good. So this is for couples as well. It's not just a girl
singles,
trip or anything like that.
No, not this time. We opened it up to more. There's been some women that have teenage daughters that want to bring them, so they are welcome for this wonderful experience. We are flying into Nice. So some of us are going a little bit earlier to experience the flower markets and all. Some want to go up to Paris later on, so we'll give them instructions how to get there by train. There's so many wonderful things in France to experience, but this 10 days is going to just be, honestly, a phenomenal experience to just reconnect with your heart and soul and this beautiful love of our earth.
Oh, I love that. Nelly, thank you so much for being here. Gloria, thank you for
very much
being a co-host. Yeah, absolutely. I want to share with you guys. So as I mentioned earlier, that Gloria is going to be a co-host for the entire month. And next week we have Grosjean, who's a Chinese medicine physician and functional nutritional practitioner. I know that was a big, long name, but he's all about symptom management. And listen, Chinese medicine goes back a long time, and we've gotten away from it. We call it Western medicine now, where we include drugs and other things and chemicals. And I think that if we start going back to more of that natural approach to being able to heal ourselves, I think we're going to live more long and prosperous and healthy lives. So be sure to join Gloria and I next week with our guest and throughout the entire month. And Nelly, I look forward to meeting you in France. Thank you for being with me. And as always here, I always end our show with, remember to be you in beauty. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye to everybody.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.